And today we're about to get into a 2-week read for Aquarius and see what Tarot, Cosmos, and the Source has to offer you, Aquarius. We're going to start here with the Egyptian deck and see what it reveals. We have the Tower in reverse, the Eight of Swords upright, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the Star upright. So, off the top here, Aquarius, I see that you guys are gonna have a very powerful change go on here these first 2 weeks of August. You know, you guys have the Tower card in reverse. You know, the Tower card is about the universe or the cosmos or God making the change for you, about the inevitable forces that we are subservient to, you know, to make ways that we can only ride. But with this Tower card in reverse here, I'm getting the feeling that it's not although it does carry the gravitas of the Tower and the impactfulness of that change in that moment, I don't feel that it's gonna be so much so a very ungrounding and a toppling moment for you here, Aquarius. Because if you interpret the card upright, we'll see that the figures are falling, but your card is inverted. And once we take this view, we see that the figures could be interpreted as dancing, but they are standing on stone in this moment, and what's behind them is a door. It's dark, but it's still a door. It's a doorway to opportunity. So this opportunity that's coming about here with stars and wishes and fulfillment, you know, it might feel dark. And here with this Eight of Swords, you know, Eight of Swords, a card about confinement, a card about seeing clearly. Even though there are 8 swords in this card, the swords are not yet touching you. They are not piercing you. They are surrounding you, but they have not cut you. And that's a very good thing to know in a situation when dealing with swords. You know, you're surrounded and you're bound, much like you can consider the alligator to be caged down here at the bottom, but caged is not cut. And Aquarius, you are not cut here yet, because we are all able to be cut. But following your Eight of Swords, you have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You know, with this Seven of Pentacles here, it's about being at work on something skillfully, trying to master a craft. But in reverse here, maybe this craft has confined you, Aquarius. Maybe what you're working on here is it's causing you to feel some type of cageness. But the tarot does want you to know that a very powerful change is suggested here these first 2 weeks of August. And if you just maybe wish upon a star, it's not even about the work you can do. Yes, it concerns the work you can do, but you are very much just captive and a passenger here. It's a very suitable word, as opposed to being captive. You're a passenger here to what's happening. You are not the driver, and in that sense, you are allowed the opportunity to simply wish upon a star, because all you can do is hope and wish. In a sense here, that the outcome is a very stable and peaceful and love-filled one. But yes, to go to the Wildwood Tarot deck, between your Tower moment and your Eight of Swords here, we have the Page of Bows, or also the Page of Wands. You know, as we were saying about what you were working on, maybe as it pertains to a job or an endeavor, or an idea launch, or just a craft. You know, you're studying something here between maybe maybe you're studying something here feeling confined lately, with this wishing on the star here. Maybe what you're doing here is just making the best of, you know, a not so opportune moment, and making opportunity where it doesn't exist, and you're using this time to study something as it pertains to bringing about a more positive internal relationship, and a more positive outlook on the situation in which you are creating things, not the ways you're going about creating them, or the tools that you're using, but the actual situation in which the work is done. And we have the Page of Arrows, or the Page of Swords. So between your Eight of Swords and your Seven of Pentacles, you have the Page of Swords. You know, yes, you're looking deeply into something here, Aquarius. Very deeply into something that might bring about a change, or that might be involved with. You might be looking deeply at the change itself and how it sends ripples in the aftermath. But with the opportunity to wish upon a star, I feel that you are very much in a stage, you know, of before. Not in the eye of the storm or after, but before the storm. The calm before the storm, in which you are meditative and zen and inwardly looking. You have a tower. You have your Tower card here, and just like you have a person on either side, you have a page on either side. You know, so whether it's going into it, or out on the other end, or just in the middle, you are looking to bring about some great and positive change here, some powerful treasure, some abundance. The King of Bows. So you go from the Page of Bows, with this opportunity in this door here, you know, that chance to walk through there and see what's happening, to, you know, if you wish upon a star, just, and I know it was kind of cheesy and gleeful, but as we look at the fox here, his face, you know, it's a grin, you know, it's a very fox-like grin, you know, it's like, you know, the wishes really do come true. Yes, Aquarius. Wishes really do come true. But we'll go to the Animal Spirit deck here and further confine this message for you. We have the eagle, very powerful, soaring over the sun, and the peacock. First of all, you have two air cards here crossing your pages You know, you have three symbols of flight, although the flight of the peacock is not that powerful. But, you know, there's a rising opportunity here, air sign, Aquarius, to soar like an eagle and be majestic and in tune with your environment, but still in your predatory right, but still in balance with this king energy here, coming off this king to this eagle and this peacock. About beauty and majesty. Just to add a little further clarity on your peacock here, you know, I feel there's something a little more underlying here. When out of balance, it can't digest situations. Inner beauty, compassion, and assimilation of anything. So with this tower moment, you know, tarot is still reminding you, Aquarius, that yeah, you do still have a tendency to not be able to digest situations, and if you don't, then all this power is going to roll you over, and you won't be the beneficiary of all this grandeur coming about here. But we'll go to the crypt deck for your last card and see what tarot has to offer you. You have the Sun and the Eight of Swords. You have here 17, the stars. 19, the sun. Just allow me a quick second to cross-reference. Number 8. Sorry, number 18. Number 17. You know what, I don't have the book close by, so with these stars here, you know, it reminds me of Sirius. You have an opportunity here to create a Sirius system. You know, you have your Sirius A and your Sirius B here, Aquarius. On you have your overcurrent and your undercurrent, and it's still star. But this Eight of Wands upright says we are moving out of these choppy waters. The Six of Swords, not the Eight of Swords. The Six of Swords says we are moving out of this confinement and these choppy waters, you know, to more calm and stable and suitable situations. So wish upon a star, and then this beginning of August 2020, Aquarius, the tarot does suggest that you will get far. This has been Tarot from the Crypt. I am Lotus God Sage in Aquarius. Be beautiful. Be loved.